Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Let's continue. A lot of action in the last recording. We nearly died, I guess a few times, and now we're in a creepy, foggy area after being in a creepy other area. I did some research on this game. Turns out this game is, by best as I can tell from Wikipedia, actually the second game made by a company called O3 Games that was merged into another company that then released this game. And it's a Swedish company, so that kind of might explain the, wow, why is everything all waving back and forth? And that's a hand. This is a hallucination. We almost drowned it, so it kind of would make sense, but not enough. That's probably their mother's hand. Yeah, the younger brother nearly drowned. So, the non-English language, maybe this is Swedish, but I don't think it is. Doesn't sound like it to me. Here we have a cutscene. So it kind of explains why they would experiment with this if they if O3 wasn't very good. So we see the father there, and I can't control the older brother at all. The father here is being held, the mother here is being here. Can't pull her pigtails. I guess that says something about me that I want to do that. This is the father. She's caging him. Hmm. So talk to mother. It's a little strange. I don't know what the game wants me to do. Okay, so it waved him. So that got the hand away from the father. Well, okay, this is weird and uncalled for. Much in the way we didn't need to see a hallucination of the brother hitting him. We didn't need to see a hallucination of the mother drowning, and we didn't need to see the father vomiting. It's just seems a little too much in the story. The company that bought O3 Games is is called, I believe, Starbreeze Studios. They made several games. I think most noticeably, they made about 6 games so far. Uh, Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay is one I've heard that was really good. So now we're back to reality. Good. Uh, they've done some of the Payday games. Uh, all games that are very drastically different from what we're seeing here in tone and in gameplay style. So here we notice that looks like somebody's about to hang themselves. Let's go help. Quick, get up here and cut him down. That's a really odd choice here. He just jumps down. What are you thinking, idiot? So here's a burned body. So guess it's somewhat understandable what's going on here. There was a fire of some sort that caused him to decide to kill himself because he lost friends or family. Is there anything more to that story? I mean, wow. For a second there, I thought this was just like a darker version of helping the bunny have friends. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna break this thing and end up falling if I'm not careful. Let's take this to him and maybe this will make him feel a little bit happier. I don't know. Very dark themes here for as so just holding the trigger took it back to him. Hmm. They look like they're humans. So they buried the parents, I assume. Yeah, this has nothing to do with getting the um here we'll both pay respects. Has nothing to do whatsoever about getting the medicine. It's just a side thing. And they're just shuffling their feet, they're not willing to do anything else. Is that all the story? There? Really? Do we just move on forward? Could we have just wandered right to this? Can't grab that flower. This seems like this was all here before, it seems like so. Hmm. It seems strange for as long as this game is probably gonna be that there would be any side quests at all. Okay. So that has to swing up and then that. But first I need to climb on this. Hmm. So I need to climb up here and then jump like this. Get ready. Jump like this. Let go. Or jump off. Thought I let go, but it jumped off either way. Crawl through here. So the older brother has to lift this up. I have to grab this. I have to rotate the right stick. As far as this, the older brother can now let go to connect it together. Who invented this bridge design? This is the bridge design of a video game creator and no one else. It makes no sense why you would need that. No sense at all. The point of a bridge is to be able to retract it from one side if it's a retractable bridge. And you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to have people on both sides. They would have to cooperate to unconnect the bridge and they'd have to cooperate to connect the bridge. Here's a tower. Okay, maybe we're getting close to it. Very general fantasy themes we're seeing here. arguments could be made that this is all happening in the kid's head, or both of the kids' heads, for how generic these fantasy things are, but I could also see this being just the way this world works, full of all those things. So now we gotta inch our way around this ledge here. A little underdefined, the ledge. I could see people being a little confused as to what they're supposed to do. Haven't seen any birds in a while, so I was thinking that was an achievement, but maybe it was only for the first couple sections of the game. So he's saying the medicine's in the tower. Yeah, I bet there's more than just medicine in the tower. Probably danger too. But we have to get up to that section first, which probably means we need to go down to that section. What's with this line, this straight rock line here? This looks so much like you should be able to jump this way. Were they thinking of an open world style, or are we gonna just run backwards on all the paths we've gone through already? Let's see. Let's reassociate in my mind which controller does which. Free the goats. So I can ride a goat, yay. What can you do? Hey, we can both ride goats. Is this what we're using the goats as a race? Ah, that makes a little sense. So I'm holding both triggers and pushing forward, and it's working fine for me. This is one of those, it's not a cutscene, but it really is a cutscene things where you have to control it, but you have to push some buttons to prove you're paying attention, but you're really not in control completely. So, a lot quicker than I thought it was going to take to get up to here. I thought it was going to be a much longer section than just riding goats. So the guy was just waiting for somebody to come along to help him? Apparently. That seems to be the case. Can he throw this? He can throw it good. If there wasn't so much overlap between the two characters, I could see some trick here. But as it is, jump is still jump for both of them. Alright. Walk is still walk for both of them. I very much would have preferred the just... He seems to only be willing to throw the gear also at his brother. He won't just throw it. His brother has to be near it, yet his brother doesn't catch it. That seems like something they intended to program and didn't have put the time into it. Same case as here, where the older brother is always on the left of these double barrel things and will not interact with the one on the right. Ooh, look, a flying machine. What do we have that we can interact with? Let's go up here. Hmm. Well, that makes sound. I got him up and dancing for some reason. Again, that feels like an achievement. Just like only there for an achievement, nothing else. Let's come talk to this guy. Rock, paper, scissors, or Rochambeau. Same thing, different names. Hmm. Seems like none of these seeming like adult people have any problem with these kids using a flying machine or wandering around, being in what seems like constant danger. Did we look over there on the right? Yeah, I think we walked by it, that section. Let's check out this telescope. So, like, I have to hold the trigger. So here's a bird, but I can't do anything with the bird. Can only go this far to the right. There's a tree. There's the tower. There's some statues. Then over here on the left, all we see is a bunch of mountains and such. Some more birds that way. So does he do anything different? He zooms in. Interesting. So if one can zoom in... Oh no, I could actually do it with both of them. So there was something about the birds. Is that the bird we freed before? It's kind of a sweet story, and the birds are cute the way they're being animated. It's kind of a sweet story to go through this short adventure and bring better times for everybody that you walk by. We've mostly improved the lives of everybody we've seen. The only people I'd say we didn't was that annoying kid that was trying to block our way, and possibly the dog that was trying to eat us. Nothing there. As we look up this tower, are we seeing anything? There's a magnifier, a candle, a lever, a cage. Something is in that cage. Something that we should probably free. Nothing up there. Don't see anything on that bridge, but there's a closer bridge. here. Bunch of statues. Anything over here? Not through the fog. Can we look like straight at the sun? No, I believe the sun's to our backs. Nothing to do with the pots, so that now we fly. Alright. Come on. Get to the other side. I was almost stuck there. Both ready, both push forward. And jump off. Pull up. Turn, maybe. Maybe not turn. Am I really controlling this? This is a lot of control, a lot of programming that you would try to do. Try to keep this somewhat balanced, but if I was going to keep it really balanced, I probably need the older brother to be a lot closer to the middle. Am I going to hit? Well, see, compared to the previous instance where it did feel like we were just forced to push buttons to control things, this actually is requiring us to play. Of course, the question might be that actually all we have to do is push forward and then stay where we are. So if I just sit here and do nothing, let's see what happens. No, this is real control. A game hyper-focused around this would be cool. There was one arcade game that came out from Japan many years ago that was somewhat like this, where you would control a glider. It was a big money suck, though. Lots of quarters to even play it, and even more quarters to stay alive because you crash or run out of steam, or it may have been one of these games that even had a timer on it, so you couldn't even play even if you were doing perfectly. I assume that was supposed to happen. I assume this is supposed to happen. Let's see if we can make it this far. Yeah, it goes to a cutscene. Good. And I finally get to let go of both of my trigger fingers. That was about a 3-minute run, I would say, of holding the triggers down. Too long. Too long. We found the rope from the machine. And the older brother tells him to tie it to him so they could swing around. Or pull each other up if they fall. Maybe. Well, I guess that would work with the older brother, that the younger brother could hold on, could swing while the older brother held on. But, like, I don't see how this works the other way. Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That doesn't make any sense at all, really. That older brother should just rip. His weight should be so different that um, but the rope is a lifesaver when you let go of the controller on accident, as I just did. Alright, so I'm guessing I need to let go here and go this way. And I assume if I just let go here, I could probably swing and do that. And then do that and grab the vines, and do that and grab the vines. And the momentum you have is really way too much. Way too much momentum there. It feels very unnatural. Feels silly. Come on. I was pushing up with the little brother for a long time and it just didn't want to climb. So, through this metal gate we go. Oh, I guess not through it. Up it. More climbing to do. It is quite tiring holding down these controllers. There's different ways you could have done this. Just push the A button to jump, that's all you would have had to do. Right. So I assume this is simply a momentum puzzle. Why we need to be at this level, I don't know. Seems like we should just be able to climb right down. And this whole section here is blocked off again. So we can make it into the tower or start climbing up the tower. And I think that's a good place for us to end it. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.